Hello friends, welcome to another session of Group Technology for the course of Computer Integrated Manufacturing System. Uh, if you like the session, then uh, subscribe it, share it, and press bell icon to get the notification at the earliest. After the attending this session, a listener will able to understand what kind of factor are necessary for the selecting of any part coding or classification system in the factory manufacturing company or uh, any production unit. Then student will able to differentiate, and student will able to have some knowledge about widely used technology या techniques for part coding and classification. Let's talk about factors that are affecting how and on which basis we have to select the part coding classification system for the any manufacturing unit. In this, the objective, what kind of objective to get the select the coding system? Is it the to retrieve the already design available, or it is the manufacturing based family based on manufacturing process, or it is a both? So first of all, selectors should have keep in mind the clear cut objective for the classification. Further, the what kind of scope and application, if I move towards, or if I need to select go for any, I am adopting any part coding and classification system, then uh, which department I am going to target, and what is that specific requirement of that department, what kind of information must be coded, how wide range of my product should be coded with the part coding system, and what kind of range of part I have, complexity, shapes, process, tooling, and so forth. Further, before going for the selection of any particular kind of system, one may have to go for a cost and time also. Cost कैसे कि cost for the installation for the that system into the production house, training required by the uh, employees, if maintenance is required for that system. In general, the part coding or classification system is a software or any customized software. Now, अगर हम कोई सॉफ्टवेयर खरीदते हैं तो उसकी कोई एनुअल ऑपरेटिंग चार्जेस होंगे, अगर होंगे तो कितने होंगे, क्या मेरी फैक्ट्री उसको बियर कर पाएगी? देन हाउ मच टाइम रिक्वायर्ड टू इंस्टॉल, जैसा कि होता है कि पहले पार्ट की हमारे प्रोसेस को समझेंगे, वो उसके अकॉर्डिंग वो कस्टमाइज सॉफ्टवेयर बनाएंगे, सॉफ्टवेयर बना के फिर हमारे यहाँ पे इंस्टॉल करेंगे, इंस्टॉल करके हमारे स्टाफ को ट्रेन करेंगे, ट्रेन करके ऑपरेट करेंगे स्टाफ हमारा, और स्टाफ ऑपरेट करके उसको मेंटेन करेगा. दिस होल प्रोसेस, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ टाइम इज रिक्वायर्ड? So this is these are the crucial aspects which one should have to keep in mind while selecting the any part coding or classification system. Further, how long it will be before the benefit of the system are realized? कब से फायदा देने लग जाएगा? That is also keep in mind. Another, adaptability to other system. क्या जो हम सिस्टम चूज किया है, या जो हम पार्ट कोडिंग और क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम चूज कर रहे हैं, वो सिस्टम और सॉफ्टवेयर रेडीली एडेप्टेबल है जो हमारा फैक्ट्री में ऑलरेडी P4, P5 या कोर i3, कोर i5 काइंड के या एग्जिस्टिंग जो भी कंप्यूटर सिस्टम एंड नेटवर्क बेस्ड और डेटा बेस्ड है उसके अंदर फिट हो पाएगा. सो अगर नहीं हो पाता है तो दिस इज एडिशनल कॉस्ट. So one should have to analyze the things exhaustively. Can it be readily integrated with other existing company processor? जैसे कि प्रोडक्शन प्लानिंग के साथ में भी इसको इनकॉर्पोरेट कर पाएगा उन चीज़ों को, एनसी प्रोग्रामिंग, प्रोडक्ट शेड्यूलिंग या कोई और सॉफ्टवेयर है जिसके साथ में ये कोलिब्रेशन कर पाएगा. सो ये सारे एस्पेक्ट जब तक हम नहीं देखेंगे तब तक हम किसी एक सिलेक्शन सिस्टम पे नहीं जाएंगे. फर्दर, क्या कोई ऐसा मैनेजमेंट मेंबर है जो इन्फॉर्म करेगा, सपोर्टिव भी रहेगा, लेकिन यहाँ पे हमें तो सारे के सारे सपोर्टिव चाहिए. और we should have to always look for the problem with union and other kind of things, and will cooperation and support from various department जो भी involved है उससे मिलेगा हमें. तो सारी चीजों को ध्यान में रखते हुए we should have to select the part coding and classification and system for my manufacturing unit. Is it? Now, basically the part coding classification, the most famous one are OPIT system, then MI class and code system. There are other also system, but majorly these three systems are very much popular and already have applied into various production units, manufacturing units, and so on and so forth. So we will discuss one by one this coding system. So you must have a thorough knowledge how this coding system works and how they are different to each other. So first one, OPIT system. So it's a mixed kind of hybrid coding system. जैसा कि पिछले सेशन में आपने देखा था. In last session, I talked about chain type system, hierarchical type system, and hybrid system. So the OPIT system is mixed kind hybrid system. It is developed by OPIT Technical University in Germany around 1970s, widely used in the industry. This is provide basic framework for understanding the classification of coding process. It can be applied to machine part, non-machine part, both form or casted, and any purchase part also. So therefore it is much famous. Both design and manufacturing information can be considered so that the best known for classification and coding scheme. फिर बात करें कि ये होता क्या है, कैसे काम करता है. तो in this OPIT system uses the digit in sequence like 1 2 3 4 5. First 5 cluster of 5 letter, then cluster of 4 letter followed by cluster of 4 alphabetic letters. Now the basic code consists of in general 9 digits. It could be extended up to the more by a more 4 digits, so it become 13 digit. So first 5 digit known as form code, another 4 digit known as supplementary code, and another more 4 digit code are known as secondary code. The form code describes the primary design and attribute of that part, what kind of material, shape, dimension, etc. And the supplementary code will provide the sum of the attribute used in the manufacturing. Additional, like a dimension, work material, start raw workpiece, shape and accuracy required, etc. And secondary code will provide the information regarding production, operation, processes, sequencing, sequences, and etc. So in this, the design and manufacturing kind of attribute will be provided by first form code plus supplementary code, whereas the secondary code provides and based on kit design, it could be designed by the firm as per their need. So how it is the Optis system? This slide shows how Optis system is and how form code from digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and supplementary code are going to designate. The area this is for assigning the digit 1, this is digit 2, 3, 4, 5 and these are area is belongs to supplementary code digit 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if my part is rotational, then I'll follow the code, first code from 0 to 5. If non-dimensional, then I'll follow the first code between the 6 and 9. In rotational case, if my length to diameter ratio of the product is less than 0.5, then I'll assign a 0 as a first digit. If L by D is in between 0.5 and 3, I'll assign a 1 and so on. But if with deviation, but L by D is less than 2, I'll assign a 3 as a first digit and so on. In case of non-rotational, my A is the length, B is the width and C is the thickness. If the A by B ratio is less than 3 and A by C is ratio greater than 4, then equal to greater than 4, then I'll assign a 6 and so on. The second digit will assign based on the shape of the product or item. Then third digit will look after the rotational machines. Fourth digit will look after the plane surfaces, and holes, teeth and forming is look after by the digit 5. The digit 6 will add the dimension, kind of material, original shape of raw material and accuracy needed in the product. So further, the detail about the second, third, fourth digit will present in the next slide. Here the detail about the second digit, third digit, fourth and fifth digit of the form code. Here you can see that I'll assign a 0 for the second digit if smooth, no shape element. Assign a 1 digit, no shape element, shape to only one end. And these are for the both end. Both end could be, one end could be no shape element if one is the threaded, one has a functional groove and so on. In a third digit, it's as I told earlier, it's a internal shape and internal element it take care. So if only one end side and both end side, no shape element, threaded part at a one end side and functional groove at one end side, so I'll assign a 3. Then 4, 5, 6 functional cone, operating threads or all other, then I'll assign a 7, 8. In a fourth, plane surfaces. What kind of surfaces? No surface machining is there, then 0. If there is a surface machine, curve or direction or external kind of surface machining required, then I'll assign 1. External plane surface related to graduation around a circle, then I'll assign a 2. External groove and slot, then I'll assign a 3. External spline, assign 4, so on and so forth. So based on what we can learn from this, based on kind of feature or attribute like thread, groove, gear, teeth, slot, key slot, machining type, internal, external, we are going to have the codes, and based on code one can easily understand what kind of product is this. So here the last fifth digit is denoted for example with gear teeth, 6, 7, 8, 9 code, spur gear then 6, if bevel gear then 7, other kind of gear teeth then 8, and all other have a 9. If axial not pitch circle diameter, if I have uh, holes on the outer side of the this holes on outer side, then kind of hole it's a axial or it's a circumferential. So the code is designed like this, So have a look on a example how the code should be and how we can assign the code. Here the side view of the product and front view of the product. The diameter of this is 0.8 and 0.1. So D to L ratio is 0.8 is the greater than 0.5. So I'll assign a 0 as a first point. Then external shape is smooth and no shape elements is there. So I'll assign a 0. Internal smooth is also smooth and no shape elements is there. So in this case assign 1. Plain external surface machine. So plain external surface machine assign 1. And fifth, contain no auxiliary hole on the outer side. So 0. So how this code is this? Further, with the another kind of example of rotational part. This is the rotational part and form code of this part is a 12132. 180 is the length of this one part and 90 is the diameter, maximum diameter of this part. So L by D ratio is the 2. So based on this, the first one is the digit assigned is the 1. We'll look into the detail further. So L by D is the 2. So first digit is 1. The external shape is axisymmetrically ascending step thread. So second code for this. Then internal shape is smooth and ascending step is also there here. So the code assigned for this kind of feature is 1. Shape machining external slot is there. So the code for this feature is a 3. And additional hole on the outer side of this flange is there, so that the assigned code for this feature is a 2. So now the code for this kind of part is 12132. For a non-rotational part, the product is this like this. The A is the 425, B is the 250 and C is the 80. So the ratio would depend on the ratio. We'll assign the first code. The first code would be A by B is because less than and equal to 3 and A by C is greater than 4. So we'll assign the code 6. It is a flat. Small deviation are assigned here, small deviation, so that the code is 5. The main bore are parallel, so code is 4. Plane step surface, code is 4. Then the code for drilling pattern for 4 holes in a one direction, the code is 3. The code assigned for edge length A is greater than 400 and less than 600 is a 6. Further, after the form code, the next code is the material. For the cast iron, we are going to assign the 0. For the internal form cast iron, the raw material would be 7 and surface finish, none kind of surface finish is there, so we'll assign the 0. So now this kind of product, if code is the 6544366070, so we can say that this part will be in mind. We can make a picture. The part code would be like this, because it's A by B ratio is less than 3. It means that the product is the small one. Then based on the digits, we can easily say that this is a cast iron base, and it has various holes, and there is various kind of feature are there. Second one, classification and coding system is the MI class. So MI class stand for Metal Institute Classification System, its abbreviation, developed in 1969 by TNO in Netherlands. It helped automated and standardize several design and production and management functions, such as standardization of engineering design, retrieval of drawing according to classification number, automated production planning, selection of part for process and particular group of machine tool, and machine tool investment analysis. In this case, the classification is based on several kind of questions asked by a system to a user, and user will answer it. And based on that answer, the system will generate a code. The MI class system consists of first 12-digit code, but it also have as much as 30-digit. This slide shows the first 12-digit code and their designation. The first digit declared the main shape, second and third digit is shape element, fourth digit position shape, fifth and sixth again the main dimension, 7 digit suggests the dimension ratio, 8 digit auxiliary any dimensions, 9 and 10 tolerance code, 11 12th suggests the material code, and this is maximum as a 30-digit code. This slide shows the first 12 digit plus some secondary digits also, as the first 4 will give you the basic form, then next 4 primary dimensions, then next 2 will give you the tolerance finish kind of material, further the lot size, secondary dimension, general manufacturing operation, supplementary design and manufacturing information. So MI class in general gives you both kind of informations regarding direct related to part and indirectly the supplementary design and manufacturing information. The supplementary design and manufacturing system information are the number of outside diameter, number of inside diameter or specific shape. It also gives you information about rotational groove or knurl, closed tolerance diameter at 22 digit, splines, gears, sprocket, pitch diameter to diameter pitch ratio, then number of teeth, etc. So how that from 12 digit to 13 digit it provides you each and every informations. Now this is an example. We can understand the MI class with the example and what kind of questions are there for to assign any code or any digit for this particular item. It's a rotational one item having 4 holes at outer perimeter. Then it has dia around the 2.10 and the length or height of this part is 2 inch. So how this part would be designated by a computer for a particular code. The computer will ask for dimensions first, the three main dimensions. Then user will enter the dimension. Then computer will ask for another question. User will have to answer in a yes and no manner. So here are the questions. Deviation from rotational form, no. Answer is no. Concentrated spiral groove, answer is no. Turning on outer contour, yes. If yes, then spiral groove or cone or profile on outer contour, no. Turning on inner contour, yes. If yes, then provide the answer of this question like internal specific groove or cone or profile, yes or no, or internal dia or rotational faces visible from one end, yes. Diameter plus rotational, diameter 1 from plus rotational faces visible from one end, yes. Like this are the questions. Once the user will provide all the answers of questions in a yes and no and whatever kind of information is required to the computer will generate a code as this. So this is the code for this particular item. So from this code one can have idea about kind of product. The third technique for the classification and coding of a part is the code system. In this technique, the technique is developed by Manufacturing Data System Inc. USA. Mostly this technique is used in the design engineering for retrieval of part design data. So new part could be easily designed based on the past data, but it also has application on manufacturing process planning, purchasing, tool design and inventory control. The code number has in general 8 digits. For 8 digits there are 16 possible values, 0 through 9 and A through F, 16 possible values. The initial digit possible indicate the basic geometry of the part and it is called as a major dimension or major division. The interpretation of the remaining 7 digits depend on the value of the first digit, but this remain digit from the chain type structure, so it is known as the hybrid structure. The second and third digit provide an additional information like basic geometry, principal manufacturing processes. Digit 4, 5, 6 provide the secondary manufacturing processes like a thread, groove, slot and so on. And digit 7, 8 provide the overall size of the part like a length, diameter, area, width, thickness, etc. We can understand the code system easily with an example. This is the circular piece having a length of 7, a diameter is 1.5 OD, having a keyway on the left side, right side is the as a threaded item, somewhere is the flat and it's a step 1, having a 4 holes on the looks from this side, 4 holes are there. So how this one is coded with the help of code system. So this is the code for this part 1, 13188. C stand for flat keyways, 7 stand for OD is greater than 1.2 and less than 2, and length is greater than 4.4 and less than 7.2. Like this, in this case the code system, the code is designed. Further, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8 digit, how these are designated, why this is 1, why this is 2, why this is 8. For example, the 8 digit code is more than 2 hole for 4th digit, so we can say that 4th digit bore circle, this is why this is assigned for a 8 digit. Further, threaded on one end on OD, so therefore this is assigned as a 8. So like this we can assign any part a particular code based on the features and how these features are there, and related to the feature we have to, or one should have to assign the code. Other important code system available in the market are this, but most popular are as we already discussed. So to summarize, we have seen what kind of important factor are need to evaluate before selecting any part coding and classification system. Further, a widely used technique for the part coding and classification we have seen with the example. We have seen Optase, MI class and code system in detail, how the code are going to be formed for a rotational, non-rotational part with the figure and with the different standardized sketches. Thank you for your kind attention. If you like, then subscribe, press the bell icon to get the information at the earliest when new video will upload. Thank you.